As soon as I went to the city, I found this out immediately. They came back and everything. One meeting. Just stuff.
You got to that makes sense.
And then it's just a little bit zoomed in on the back, but you know, it's just you know how hard it is to do anything in Flint to get something done and to get land or an area to do something, and they're waiting on us. They're ready to rock.
Yeah, I know what that said. They do the soccer out there too. There's a lot of kids be over there.
Yeah, man. We can make this happen. Let's get the ball rolling. That's all we got to do. You know, we just got to get it going. And I totally make this happen.
I think the idea is that we're starting all these meetings back up again with the idea that we don't. This is me saying it. We don't really give a shit about funding. I said this last time. We got X amount of dollars. We know all these other parks have been built for less than that, or real close to it. Build us a skate park. We've been waiting too long. That's where we're at. But also, what Mike's trying to say is there's a process to this still, and it's not going to happen now, right? So the reality is we can still do some legwork to try and get people's trust back and all that about what's happening and get people involved to try and get some more money donations wise so that we can pay for these other things so we don't cut into that 300, or maybe we get lucky and get somebody.
There ain't never no harm in trying to get more. More money you raise, more you're able to do with it.
Should we probably?
But until you, I mean, I don't think the number is, you know, that the last budget estimate, it's what we submitted with the grant request to both Wilson and Mott, was $1.3 million. Sounds like a whole lot. We had to have something. I mean, they're not going to give money unless they say, show us how you're going to spend it. They also, and in it too, they say...
it seems like this is a revitalization of this meeting. How long has it been kind of stagnant?
Man, a few years for sure. I mean, I did hear something about the plans were submitted to be at the Chevy Commons State Park that they're doing over there across from Atwood Stadium, but I wouldn't found out, you know, that's what I thought we were kind of all waiting to hear back from that. And we were at a dead end. I found out Tuesday when I went and spoke with Gavin from the city that land is not even possible because it's contaminated from the factories that were there. So
you just found out about that on Tuesday?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which was good to get to the bottom of it real quick and easy because we thought we were going to have to reach out to somebody else, but I went right to the city, got right in there. Gavin's super awesome, and he's ready to rock and roll, and they suggested a couple locations, and they actually had a meeting yesterday and discussed that with his boss, and I got a phone call, and yeah, here we are. We had a good meeting tonight. We're going to have another meeting next Thursday, and man, we're excited. We're excited because we started this committee 7 years ago, and it's been just a long process. I think we're all tired and ready to get it done. I think we all need something, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So up until Tuesday, the plan was to revitalize the current park, right?
Well, there was talks to. I mean, actually, it was just what we were going to do is be done with the current park and pour a whole new concrete skate park that won't need won't have to be serviced. It'll just be there.
Yeah.
But that land that the skate park's on right now, actually, it's a flood zone, so it wouldn't be good to do it there. And we, I think, all agree on that. And so yeah, that's going to just be completely wiped out.
Yeah. Can you go through some of the efforts that have kind of been underway for the parks in general? Like, I used to use the park almost every day when I was in high school, and up until like 2010. And it seemed like maybe there was one update since then.
It was tough. It kind of just was like left behind, you know. But a lot of skaters took it upon themselves to fix it up over the years. And then even our committee, Flint Skate 1.0, that we started, we've done a lot we filling in cracks up there. Jenna, my girlfriend, was on her knees filling in cracks with Bondo, which, you know, we did a lot of work, but it just keeps getting worse over there. And you know, a lot of guys built concrete features. They did a lot of stuff on their own, put a lot of money into that place, man. Josh Milasek, and he got a whole crew of guys to build a whole quarter pipe, and there's a lot of skateboard work that has been done up there, man. It's really cool. They put a lot of work in up there, but it's just too weathered. The ground itself is the cracks are getting further apart, and the ground's getting rougher, and we need something real.
Yeah.
We need something real.
Yeah. No, I mean, I even remember tripping on those cracks when I was in high school, and it's only gotten worse.
Yes, it's just getting worse, man.
Yeah. What do you think bringing a new skate park like this to Flint would mean for the community?
Oh
in general?
my gosh, it would be so huge, man. And just for guys like myself and Craig right here, he's been skating longer than me, and you know, he was actually involved with getting Grand Blanc their first skate park. That's when I met him. This is 25 years ago. You know, when did that park start, Craig? 99, 98? And and you know what's funny about that is that's what we ended up with in Flint, where our skate park is currently. It's the same ramps from the Grand Blanc skate park that he worked on getting there in 1998 and 99, and we got stuck with that here in Flint, which is a shame because we were doing meetings 20 years ago, or you know, about 15, 20 years ago to get Flint a skate park. A few years after Grand Blanc got their park, we were doing meetings and stuff like that. And we ended up with the Grand Blanc's ramps. We ended up with Grand Blanc's ramps because it wasn't done right the first time.
Yeah.
So how is that? That's pretty funny, huh? And then yeah, so that's where we got, and we're stopping all that. And we're gonna get the real thing.
Yeah. As the owner of a skate shop, you have a better pulse than I do on this. Like I've been back to the skate park a few times since I've gotten home, and I've felt really discouraged by how few people were there.
Totally.
It's hard for me to just from that limited viewpoint understand if that's because the skate park isn't in good shape, or if our skate population you feel has dwindled.
It's a little bit of everything, man. It sucks, and we've had disconnect in our committee, you know, that we got going 7 years ago. Because, oh man, yeah, we definitely want to make it better, and it's definitely, yeah, it doesn't make me want to go there. Put it that way. I don't skate there. It's been a disappointment, and I think a lot of people are disappointed. And plus, going to these meetings that we were going to 6, 7 years ago, 5 years ago, and then having that kind of fizzle out, I think that kind of bummed out a lot of people. But here we are. Let's keep it going.
Can you speak to what happened and why that fizzled out?
Oh man, you know, it's. I think people were a little too busy. That were maybe in charge, and I don't know, man. I'm not really sure because I'm here every day. I'm a resource that, you know, I'm here for the cause. You know, I'm 24/7, 365 skateboarding. So, you know, that's why I had to make the meeting last week and get this back started up because we got to get this done, man. This is it's a shame to have that money just sitting there, $300,000. Yeah, we gotta get this going.
How long has that money been sitting there?
It's been a few years, I think. Maybe not as long as I'm not exactly sure, but it's definitely been a couple years. That's for sure. 2 years at least. I'm about 99% sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You said earlier that you think probably break ground in the summer?
Man, the way the guy at the city, you know, my friend Gavin, man, yeah, I mentioned to him it's early in the year, maybe we can get this thing figured out, and he was all for it, man. He called me yesterday, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm hoping that we can break ground this summer, man. I mean, we definitely, as soon as possible, we have to.
Yeah.
We have to.
Do you have like a percentage chance for this summer? I know that it's just a guess and I'm not going to hold you to it.
Man, you know, the way if I can do my part and put my full energy into it, I would say heck yeah.
Yeah.
I would say heck yeah, 100% chance we'll get this going this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just kind of sat back these last 5 years because I wasn't you know, I didn't want to have conflict of interest and upset people and stuff because I'm the owner of the skate shop and I didn't want to have people at my throats about anything. So and then people, they seemed like they wanted to take it on, and so I nominated a few people to take this on, and yeah. So it's time to get it going now. It's time to get it going.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I had a good last question for you. I'm trying to
Take your time, man. No rush. I'm chilling. This is cool with me because this is what we need to get. You know, I can sit here and talk about this. You know, it's no problem.
So, within a realistic dream, if you had the funding that you wish that you could secure, what would this park look like? What would be included?
Oh goodness, I mean everything if we could, you know. But I mean, yeah. With what we have with that $300,000, that's definitely enough to do to put a little bit of everything in the skate park, a nice street style plaza skate park, which is what most people want, and we can always keep doing funding and adding on to what we have, you know, available, and man, yeah, it'd be great to have a big $1 million park, which we can work towards that, but you know, that's the cool thing. You can always add on. You
Yeah.
can always add on
Yeah.
and stuff. But, yeah, it'll have a little bit of everything, and so everybody's happy, but mainly street plaza style, man. You know, that's definitely the style we're looking for.
Scooter friendly.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it will be. It will be for sure. Absolutely.
That's the most important thing to me.
Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome.
No, I honestly, I've never at any skate park felt unwelcome on a scooter.
Right.
I think that it's one of those things that's funny to joke about, but that's why I was so excited to find out about this meeting. It's because the skate park when I was in high school, like that was my spot. And
Yeah.
you know, I might have felt intimidated to go there sometimes, but I never felt scared, and I never felt like someone was going to hurt me.
No,
like I
yeah.
always felt safe.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
And it was, you know, like I quit sports to go to the skate park, and I think it was one of the wisest things I did in my life. So
man.
I'm really excited to see some movement on getting something going.
Yeah, man, that's what I was saying. I just feel bad because I would have put in way more effort and did way more and got this thing done. I just, like I said, I wasn't trying to piss anybody off. I've sat back. It's been 5 years. It's just we got to get this done, man. So
Yeah.
I mean, ooh, man, yeah, this would have been done, everything, and probably would have had more funding too by now. I've just, like I said, I've literally sat back and not did anything because of what I told you, Craig, and you know, yeah. So, yeah, it's just been. But here we are, man. We're stoked. I'm happy you guys.
More of a community effort. it
Yeah,
sounds like.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
for sure.
I didn't know it was gonna go like it did. It was kind of went off from a weird start, you know, and I didn't know it was gonna end up like this, you know, disconnected. So, yeah, here we are, man. We're getting it going.
Yeah.
You know, I something popped in my head last week, and I'm like, we just got to do a meeting and get this thing done, get this going. And then, so we had our meeting last week, and we found out some stuff. I found out that there was no connection with the city anymore. Hey, what up? There you go. There you guys are. What's happening? Get some pizza.
It was a pretty great turnout, by the way, for like just revitalizing the meeting after you said like a few years off. There was like I think 25 people here or something like that. It was a pretty solid turnout for that. Did you feel like the meetings were bigger before when you were together, or do you feel like it was about the same core group of people that came back?
Yeah, there's a few of the same guys that came back, but we ended up having way larger meetings. We had a couple real big ones over at Factory 2. There was a lot of people at a few of them, and that's another thing. I think people were people were saying like, man, what's going on? I had a lot of people coming in here and asking us what was going on and what's happening, and it was tough to keep saying we don't know. You know, we don't even know, but we found out, like I said, I thought we were waiting on a response from the state to say we could do it there or not, but we found out immediately Tuesday that it's not possible to do it, you know, over there. And man, yeah. You out, Thomas? Oh yeah, No, you're good, man.
Oh, we're good here.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Oh,
it.
dude,
Thank you
that's no
for
problem, man. No
taking
problem.
on the project.